Sebastian, and we're about to review the movie The Upside.
Yes, ma'am.
Something I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, you told me that you were especially keen for this one, so I'll tell you what, I'm going to show you a scene beforehand, and what you're going to see is these two familiar faces. You must know Kevin Hart by now. Bryan Cranston from Breaking Bad, and the unlikely relationship that they find themselves in is that Kevin Hart is what they refer to as a life auxiliary to Bryan Cranston, who's playing a quadriplegic billionaire, and Kevin Hart has no experience with this whatsoever, and here's some shenanigans.
Alexa, stop!
Hey,
What?
I'll get the shower ready.
I want that on.
No, man. Look, I get you trying to block out the world, but can you at least do it to better music?
Have you ever listened to opera?
Yeah, opera's really big in prison. You could hardly get a seat on opera night. Why can't we listen to Aretha? You want to feed your soul? Then listen to its queen. Think about it. Yeah. You better think about what you're trying to do to me. Think. It's amazing, ain't it? I sound just like her.
Yeah. When I close my eyes, which I needed to, it's uncanny. It's like identity theft.
Do yourself a favor and watch the full trailer of that movie. I mean, that was a snippet of the movie. I saw it when I went to, funny enough, I was in the movies for Bohemian Rhapsody, and this came up as a preview, and I was like, this is a movie I have to see.
But aside from the jokes and whatever, you noticed like there were some issues that you found interesting there too, from like a dramatic perspective. You're talking about like people doting too much on people in a situation like that is brought up.
Yes, you have the assumption that someone wants to be treated a certain way. Of course, everyone wants to be treated with respect, but I think at the end of the day, he wants to feel like he is still normal, and everyone's, you know,
And some conventional idea of
putting
normal. whatever.
marshmallows around him,
Yeah.
handling him with care.
Which obviously Kevin Hart is not the man for the job for that, because he plays, and it's based on a true story, by the way. It was a French billionaire who had a paragliding accident and he became quadriplegic. And in fact, the dude who ended up being I don't think carer is the right word. Like I said, the official term they use is life auxiliary, so someone who's an extension of yourself to an extent. It was a con man who found this billionaire, and they're friends to this day. So
We have to mention Nicole Kidman also plays and stars in this movie.
I forgot, yeah.
We didn't forget, we just didn't get to it.
So it's a very strong cast, in fact, and Kevin Hart does well here. He's not necessarily one of my favorites because I'm not a fan of high energy kind of like clownish comedy. Even Will Ferrell can get too much for me kind of thing or whatever. But he's able to turn the dials here, and I think he has been designed a character that he's suited to quite well. So the chemistry between the two of them is quite good. Aside from that, story maybe a bit cliche, and if you're like, it's Sunday afternoon TV viewing kind of thing or whatever, the story for me, aside from also just being problematic, there are issues with, representation of people who are differently abled. And in fact, someone from a really difficult background as, an ex-convict or whatever, trying to put the spring back in the step of a billionaire. Yeah, issues here and there. But
Okay, so you're really ripping this movie apart.
No,
but
not totally.
When I saw the preview, it just reminded me of the movie Me Before You, which I really, really loved. Emilia Clarke, is it Emilia Clarke from Game of Thrones? She played in it.
Sam Claflin is the dude in the wheelchair, yeah.
Yes, it just reminded me of that. Hence, I want to go see this.
Uncanny buddy dynamics and whatever. So, like I said, the strongest point about this movie, and it is strong because there are good laughs for it, is the chemistry between the two guys.
Yeah.
And so, tell you what, why not let's look at the two of them straight from the horse's mouth, talking about the lady who I nearly forgot to mention, Nicole Kidman, and their time working with them, and really just watch the two of these dudes being bozos.
It was so dope for me to work along her side, of course, as well as Bryan, but just to be in that conversation, to be in that cast, that was an amazing bonus. So.
What do you mean, you brought dope to her? What is that?
Well, no, that's slang, Bryan. Every once in a while, I speak with slang. Dope. Dope is like, dope is cool.
It's marijuana.
No, it's not. You say dope because I'm saying it like, yo, this is dope. Some people.
This is marijuana.
No, it's not.
You gave her marijuana.
I didn't give her marijuana.
I don't think you should give Nicole Kidman marijuana.
I didn't give her
She's
marijuana.
a wife and a mother.
Yeah, she is, which is why I wouldn't. But I can say I had a dope time
Well,
with her.
there you go again.
That's
With
not
the marijuana.
It's not marijuana. I'm saying, forget it. I didn't give.
Kids these
We
days.
were cool. Me and Nicole were cool. Is that better for you?
I mean, if that's what they like in an interview, you can imagine the chemistry they had
like,
on screen.
Bryan Cranston's like he's a multi-millionaire actor, and he's like, whatever, let's just goof off for a bit. Like, they seem like cool guys together.
Yeah.
And it definitely shows in the upside, which, like I said, maybe you've seen this kind of story before, but it would hit the spot for feel good.
Do we still do popcorns?
Yeah, if you like.
Of course. I'm checking.
Hey, always just JP's opinion. Go make up your own mind, but 6 out of 10 for me.
Okay, don't listen to JP. Go check out the movie. It's releasing this weekend. Like we said, that's JP's opinion. But of course, we would love to know what you think of the movie, The Upside.
Preemptive birthday score for you. 10 out of 10.
Well, I will give it an 8 out of 10 only because I'm excited to see it. There we go. But do go check it out this weekend. It is releasing. And let us know what you thought of it with that hashtag Expresso Show.